The New York Giants have hired Jason Garrett to be their new offensive coordinator. Jason Garrett, if you don't know, is the former Dallas Cowboys head coach. He was just fired by the Cowboys. And I have a very open mind about this hire. Jason Garrett is well respected throughout the NFL for his knowledge of offense. There's a lot of people in NFL front offices say good things about Jason Garrett. And, this guy was subpar as a head coach. Jason Garrett ultimately was not the head coach the Cowboys needed. He got fired. But I want Giants fans to remember that the skill set required to be an NFL head coach is very different from the skill set required to be a successful offensive coordinator or even defensive coordinator in the NFL. I mean, the best example I can think of is that, maybe the former Giants head coach, Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur was a really good offensive coordinator with the Minnesota Vikings, but when he was hired by the Giants, he completely miserably failed as a head coach of the Giants. My point is that being a head coach and being a coordinator are very different jobs with very different skill sets required to make it happen. So I believe that Jason Garrett could be great as the Giants offensive coordinator. In fact, Jason Garrett used to be the Dallas Cowboys offensive coordinator, and he did that job so well. He did so well as the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys, he got elevated to head coach. And so Jason Garrett, well respected throughout the NFL, did a great job last time he was an offensive coordinator. I got to say, I think that this move is a good move for the Giants. But here's my personal favorite part of the entire story and the entire fact that the Giants hired Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett does not seem like a vindictive guy at all. He's not the kind of guy to look for revenge. I really just don't believe that. But by moving from the Cowboys to the Giants, he stayed in the same division. He stayed in the NFC East. And Jason Garrett's going to get to face the Dallas Cowboys twice a year moving forward with the Giants. And I'll be honest, man, it would be so cool to watch Jason Garrett get revenge on the Dallas Cowboys to say, hey, this is what you're missing. You're missing me. I was a great coordinator, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, man. Especially the way the Cowboys fired Jason Garrett, interviewing other coaches before they'd even officially fired him. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. I hated that. And I got to say, I have an open mind about Jason Garrett as a New York Giants offensive coordinator. I believe the coordinator job fits his personality better than head coach. He's not a very imposing, or he's not a guy that demands a lot of respect when he speaks at a podium, for example. He seems like kind of just a wishy-washy guy, but that doesn't mean he couldn't be a great coordinator. Remember, the skill sets are different. They demand different levels of respect. And you also got to acknowledge that Jason Garrett's time as a head coach brings in valuable experience with Joe Judge, who is a first-year head coach for the New York Giants. I think Jason Garrett is perfect. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, this is a great move for the Giants. They have an experienced coordinator who's been around the league for a long time. Coming to the Giants is going to help Joe Judge. He'll run the offense. And I think for the Giants, man, this is a great move all around. Hiring Jason Garrett, A+ move in my book.